Thursday, it was a big showdown.
Big showdown.
Big showdown. Between Biden and Trump.
It was here too.
The first of two. Yeah, it was in Atlanta. You know, they were warning people to not go downtown because they had that in the international soccer match.
Yeah.
And I think those were the two ones that
two
they
big
were talking
things
about.
Y'all was supposed to have a shoot. It got postponed because of that.
Traffic was insane.
Yeah.
You got caught in it, or
No,
you just
I
saw
seen
it?
it. They were covered on the news.
Stayed away from it.
Yeah.
No reason for me to go down there.
No one did that, exactly.
Yeah. So I was actually recording Dead End Sports with Spike and Shelton. Make sure you guys check that out. We were recapping the draft. So I did not watch the debate.
I had it playing in the background, the closed captions on.
Yeah, I had no intention of watching it anyway.
How they do the draft the same day as the debate?
You want to know how that looked with Biden?
Yes! I was going to let Ron finish, though. I was going to let Ron finish.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Just had
It was just gibberish. Shit looked like French.
inaudible. It's inaudible. That's
That's what it said for real? Spike, you lying. You lying. Are you serious?
No, seriously.
It did not say that. It did not say that.
Oh, God, that's funny.
But I heard all about it that night. Group chats was going crazy.
So you didn't rewatch it?
No.
Oh, man.
I saw clips here and there, but nah, bro.
I'm with you too,
couldn't even
Ken.
do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't rewatch it either?
My wife did, but I just saw. I'm like Ken. I saw clips. She watched the whole thing.
The whole thing?
She watched the whole thing, bruh.
I didn't do that.
What's
either.
she
Yeah,
say?
I didn't. I was. Huh?
What did she say?
She was like, "This is what we got. This is it." I'm like, "Yes, this is it."
Bro, it was painful.
It was-
Painful to watch.
She was like, "Joe Biden, he's dying right in front of my face." Like, that's what she was saying, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, "Really?
Yo.
He's really dead. I think he's dead." I was like,
yo, it looked like that. Like
Yeah.
any moment he could like
Just fall over, bro.
That's
Yeah.
what I told my girl. Cause
Yeah.
I was like, he died at least 6 times. At least 6 times. And I think in his little suit, they have them defibrillator joints.
Right. Yeah, they just
and
pump
they
him
just
up.
shock him because he just.
"Yeah."
because he'll be like,
Yeah. Yes.
Because I hear in the
For
other
real?
room, she'll be like, "Look how he's looking."
He wasn't even looking straight.
No.
He was tilted to the side, like looking.
He was looking
like,
at Jesus, Spike.
Man, it was like he was plugged into something. Like, and they had to keep him to the side. Like, you can't go all the way over there because the plug will come out. So just stay right
ain't long
here.
enough, Joe.
Hey, man, that shit was crazy.
I don't know if you remember how they do that. He said, you remember how it used to be like at 1 and then in 2 and he didn't even do that. He didn't even move his hands. Like he was just like he was moving like a sloth.
Yes.
Bro, it was crazy.
that's-
like even when he wanted to talk to Trump, he was like,
He was like, "What?" Right?
he was like, bro, yo,
Hey, man,
he was moving
Yeah.
in slow motion, man.
It was
Yeah, bro.
crazy
Yeah.
to watch.
My
Like,
wife
the
was
visual
like-
of that was insane.
I couldn't watch the whole thing. I'm
And
with
then
you. I'm with you, Ken.
and then his voice was like very
Cracking.
faint.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said he had a cold.
That's what they
A
said.
cold to kill him. Like,
He
he can't survive. Hey, right, he can't survive no cold,
No.
bro. He didn't have no cold. A cold
No.
will kill dude, bro.
Yo, they should have drugged him up before he got on stage.
Let's say he finished strong though.
No, he
They, I don't know why.
lied.
They didn't say that.
They lied.
Kamala lied and said that bullshit.
I saw a couple of other people say that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Well, they lying
that
too.
watched it. They say he started off slow, but those are what I'm saying now is Kamala's words. He
Right,
started
right,
off
right.
slow, but he picked it up. But before that, I heard somebody else say, "Oh, he's gotten it." I think it was in my family group chat. They were like, "Okay, he's getting it together now." So
That's wishful
That
thinking.
didn't happen.
That is.
okay.
Yeah.
What? Go ahead.
Even your positive bullshit can't do this, Rod.
Come on.
I'm
Come on,
trying.
Rod.
That's what like sometimes his voice, like what he was saying didn't match it, like him. Like he was getting it out sometime, and he was coherent. He was more. I say he was more coherent than Trump. Like the things he was saying. At least he was answering the questions.
What?
I thought he was answering the
You
questions more
said,
than
wait,
Trump.
that ain't coherent. That's truthful. Coherent is just you can understand what I'm saying. Trump was lying, but
Right,
he was
you could-
beyond more coherent than Joe Biden.
Maybe
Hell
coherent's
no.
the wrong word.
I think you just mean he was more truthful
He was
than
more
Trump.
truthful, and he was answering the questions.
Yes, I agree with
like
that.
he was following.
You're right. You're right.
Following better than Trump.
Yeah.
That's where he
my
was
wife
beating
said.
him. He was beating him with actually answering the questions. May not have been great
Yeah.
answers or anything like that, but at least he was answering the questions, following it along with the debate.
Yeah.
Man, my wife said it was at one point they was arguing about golf.
Bro,
Oh,
that's when
yeah,
I got
yeah,
really
that was
angry.
crazy.
I was
No
like,
way.
"Are you
Yes,
serious?"
absolutely.
Ken,
Yes.
I can't believe you didn't watch none of this shit. Because I watched the first probably 6 minutes of it, and then I found myself just getting really angry. So I just turned it off. And then I checked back in later on, and it was luckily the beginning of whatever question they were asking, and they legit started arguing about golf. Because Donald Trump was like, "Oh, he said he could beat me, and he didn't have a handicap or some dumb shit y'all talk about in golf." And then they started fighting about it.
He said he couldn't hit the ball. He said Trump said Biden couldn't hit a ball 50 yards.
He probably can't.
And that was probably the most truthful thing that Trump
he
said
couldn't
all
throw
night.
a ball 50 yards.
And Biden said, "Oh, I could beat you in golf." And Trump was like, "Bro, are you serious?" And he said, "Well, I'll only play you if you carry your own bag." And Trump,
What does that even mean?
so when you play golf, most of the time, either you put it on the back of the cart or a caddy has it.
Right, but I got that. But is Biden trying to imply that he can carry his own bag?
Exactly, and that's what he was saying. That he
crazy.
could carry his own bag. That he was in just as good physical shape as
He was
Trump.
like, "Can you?
That's what he was trying
Would
to
you?"
say.
Or something like that. I'm like, what
And then he
is
said he had a
happening?
-6 handicap, which
A what?
a handicap of 6, which means
He just means he has 6 handicaps.
he's handicapped.
The anger you felt is definitely one of the reasons why I was like, I couldn't do it. I would have definitely been upset with it, especially Trump, because I know he would have been up there lying. I just couldn't do it. And you know, it's just like, I think a lot for independence, it was an important to debate. My mind's made up. I don't need to sit there and watch them go back and forth and look like two old white clowns and fools, you know. So, but the anger, the emotional part of it, just like, what are you doing and what the fuck are you saying?
You know, Trump didn't piss me off at all. 'Cause-
Really?
No. Why
Trump
would he?
would've got
Why
me,
would
bro.
he? Because at this point, we know
You
where
do
he
what
stands
Trump
on
does.
everything.
Everything.
So
That's
Trump
true.
did what Trump does. So it didn't even piss me off. I was more angry because it was just like, I don't even know who the we is, but we've been telling y'all that this was gonna happen
Yep. We said that up
4
here.
years ago.
Right, the fact that they were surprised about it.
That's
was,
what I'm
was
saying.
Crazy, like everybody afterwards, like, yeah, he
Exactly.
just didn't do. Like, what did you
do you
think he was
expect?
gonna do?
Right.
Exactly. We
Have
said
y'all
that.
been paying? And you know what?
Yeah.
Shout out to Reddit. I won't say Buddy's name, but he was like, and I'm not trying to attack him at all. I swear to God, it was actually kind of funny because I almost went back and left a laughing emoji. But he was like, "Yeah, those videos that Rod was talking about, those are all just like stitched together. Biden really ain't that bad."
I saw that.
And then I watched the debate. I meant to go back and put some laughing emojis, but he's worse.
Yeah.
He's worse. Y'all can make excuses all you want. Not saying you were doing this, Redditor, but you can make excuses all you want that he is okay. It's a lie. That man is dead. He is a fucking human mannequin at this point. He is dead. Why are y'all putting this dead man up on stage and letting him talk?
Weekend at Biden.
And acting like everything is okay with it. Like, that's the
Right.
craziest thing about it. They acting like, oh, well, this is normal. Like, y'all, you supposed to, like, no, this is not normal.
It's because the party's been lying, saying, "Oh, behind the scenes,
He
he's
runs
fine."
the meetings. Like, I would be offended if I was related to Biden. Like, for them to roll him out there like that and got my
wouldn't.
like granddad or uncle or
Jill
somebody
knows he's
looking like
fucked
that.
up. She's to blame.
True.
Jill knows she's fucked up. You saw the little rally they did afterwards.
She couldn't barely get him off the stage. Like, he didn't even know
Exactly.
where to go when it was time. Like,
and it
when
wasn't like
over.
she was crying and shocked because he
Bro.
couldn't walk down the stairs. A
It's-
fucking crippled dog walks downstairs better than Joe Biden did.
Facts. It's just as much ego as it is for Trump, I feel like, for him to stay in this race and continue to do this.
Why?
Because I feel like he knows that he can't do this job. And he's the only one that can say, you know what, y'all got it. Y'all put somebody else in my place. I'm going to step back.
When you saying
and
here,
walk
you
away.
saying Trump or Biden?
I'm talking about Biden.
But why are you saying it's ego for Trump?
I'm not saying it's ego for Biden to
You
stay
said- you
in
had
this
said
race.
Trump.
In
You
this-
said Trump. Like,
said
okay,
Trump.
maybe you didn't
He
mean
said
I
just
meant
as much.
Biden.
He said just as much as Trump. I thought.
Well, that's
think
what I'm
both-
saying. How is there ego at all for Trump? Because this
Well,
makes
Trump
sense for
just wanna
Trump to
do
stay
this
in the
to be the
race.
president.
He want his rematch.
Yeah, Trump just want to beat Biden.
And
be
what's the best
president.
thing that could happen for Trump right now? Leave
What's
this
happening?
fucking crippled dead man on stage.
And the ego part of it is I beat him in the rematch.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Okay,
I
I
think
got
his
you.
whole Trump whole thing for being president is based off ego.
revenge.
I got you.
And now I feel like that Biden not dropping out is the same thing as far as ego. Like, you could walk away, bro. Like, you could go be on a beach somewhere and,
Can he?
and roll away. Somebody can assist him away.
Yeah, like why would he want to spend another?
Why would
4
you want to
years
do this?
doing
It makes no sense other than just being
doesn't.
a
Like if you're like
white
this
man.
now, what you gonna be like
In
2
4
like
years
a
from
year
now,
now?
yeah.
From now.
6 months.
Come on,
Yeah.
y'all. Like what are we doing?
Exactly, and that was the sentiment
Yeah.
that I walked away with the
Yeah.
debate. Like, what are we doing? Like, why is this happening?
So do you think it's just him? Because the way I'm seeing it now, with all of these people that are lying about how good of a shape he was behind the scenes, I don't think it's just him. I think he has a party of people behind him, not necessarily the entire Democratic Party, but he has a party of people behind him that are like, yes, this was a good idea. This is not the first time they saw him
Like that.
looking like a dead person.
Yeah.
They've seen it prior. They've
Yeah.
just been lying about it.
I do think it's just him. I think it's more him than it is the people behind him.
Then why are they lying about it?
They
Same
have to.
face.
They don't
For the
have
party.
to.
I think for the
they
party.
don't have to.
They
If they actually gave a fuck about the party, they would have replaced him a long time ago. They don't care. Because, I mean, there's no way that I think that these people, the Democratic Party that's been lying about him, there's no way I believe that they're just like, yeah, we have to do this.
What's the benefit of them supporting him like that though? Like what they know when people see that they're not going to vote for him.
I think that they genuinely thought that he would be okay. They know he's fucked up. But I think they genuinely thought
For an hour and 30
that
minutes.
for an hour, because they wanted the debate. It's not like Trump was begging for the
asked
debate.
for it.
Yeah, Trump
Trump
was
didn't
That's
even
what I'm
want to do
saying.
it. Yeah.
So unless this is an elaborate scheme for the Democrats to make their own party look like absolute fucking idiots, then why else would they do this? I think they thought that Joe Biden would just win because people hate Trump. They overestimated
thought that.
how much people hated Trump.
Yep.
Say again?
I don't know why they thought that based on the numbers.
I don't think they thought the numbers would go the way they went.
Right. I think that was probably
talking about-
pre-polling numbers.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, they thought that. So what Mike's saying, I think the people he may have been referring to, they thought that about them people before the data started rolling in. So when the polling data started rolling, it was like, oh shit, we miscalculated.
Exactly. And that by that point it's too late.
Yeah.
By that point it was like there's nobody else. We said this 4 years ago. They needed to start building somebody else up and they didn't do
Well,
it.
shit, they was talking about talking about that after the debate. They were talking about talks of
Yeah,
trying to
it's
put
too
somebody
late.
else in.
It's too late.
I was
Yeah.
surprised CNN went as hard on him as they
Right.
did.
Yeah, I was just like,
CNN
yo, they were
trust.
really like, oh yeah, we might need to replace this guy.
Yeah,
They were like, it's
that should
real
have been 4
concern
years
in the
ago.
Democratic Party.
Like, why would you wait to that moment
Right.
to say that?
Once he won in 2020, it should have been either.
Yeah, it should have been. I'm gonna do
even
this
before
one
then.
time
Right.
because
Shit,
I've
even
already
before
wanted to
then,
do it.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And they already said he was only going to do one term. So why the fuck are we here?
Right.
Why are we here?
You know, the interesting thing I saw was after the debate, there was an article, the conversation about replacing Biden, and they named like two people. Can't remember the names. Newsom. Yeah, it was. I was going to say Newton. Newsom, and I can't remember the other person. And it said Kamala was hot.
Yep, I saw that this morning.
Her name wasn't put out there. And to me, I was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up and very insulting because she is the VP. But you also spent 4 years not doing shit,
say, what she
and
been
you. But here's
Yeah,
the
you
thing,
do.
though. What did you fucking expect?
Right.
You know, like what did you fucking expect?
She was worse than him on her post interview thing, like stuttering and shit.
No, she wasn't.
She was. You don't remember that shit? When
I
they asked
saw
her-
it.
Man, she stumbled like a motherfucker.
Because
when
she
they
was
asked-
trying to lie. She ain't
Right.
lying, but she wasn't worse than him.
I'm not saying word. Okay,
She was bad.
she was bad.
Yeah,
She was
definitely
bad. So it's
Oh,
just
she
like,
was?
Yeah, she
man,
was bad.
she was
Damn.
bad. Like she was. She had a slightly good groove. Like at
She
one
probably was
point.
mad.
She was pissed off.
Yeah, she probably was mad that her name wasn't floated for VP. It
No,
makes
it
the
was
most
before
sense.
that. It was before that. He's talking about right after the debate, right?
Yeah.
Because she went on like Anderson
Anderson
Cooper
Cooper
was
was
drilling her
holding- yeah,
ass.
he was
Yes,
holding
It was
her.
like,
She
bro,
was-
y'all asked for this. Why
She's
y'all
like,
fuck
look,
this up?
Boy, she was boy.
Yeah, she
She
was
was.
hot.
She even made
Anderson
herself
Cooper was like,
last.
look, bro, I'm just
She
a
made
messenger,
herself.
Yeah.
She made herself last. Kid, she was stumbling so hard, dog. She made herself last. Like, look, we're not talking about that. Yo, it was crazy.
He had a slow start, but he finished strong. He said that like 3 times.
Right.
And Anderson's like, nah, y'all asked for this. Y'all asked for this.
Why do y'all think she isn't considered?
What is she doing? She disappeared after she got.
What
She's
has
not
Newsom
popular.
done? What has anybody else
Gavin
done?
Newsom
that
is
they're
more
floating?
People know who
popular
Gavin
than
Newsom is,
Popularity.
and he can.
Right
Yeah,
there.
people know who
Exactly.
Gavin Newsom is, and even though he's ran California to the ground, they say he still can. Like if he's up there talking to Trump, at least he can call him out on his bullshit.
Time out.
Gavin Newsom is terrible, by the way. Just so we're
He
clear.
ran California to the ground.
You're saying that Gabby Newsom,
Gavin.
Gabby,
Gavin.
It's a guy.
GAV, is more popular or more known than the VP, Kamala Harris?
He means popular. No, that's not true. More people know who Kamala is.
That's why I'm trying to get clarity.
Yeah,
on
I think
the
he's trying to
statement.
get. I think he's taking you literally.
From a political stand.
I think from a political standpoint, as far as being a front runner for the next candidate, he would be a more popular person than Kamala would. I don't think very many people would be very excited to vote for Kamala. I wouldn't be excited to vote for fucking Newsom.
Why do you think that?
Just based off his presence and him being able to, if they were in this debate format, gain a lot more following. Because one of the problems is Biden wasn't able to call. Everybody knew Trump was up there bullshitting. I don't think that they would take Kamala seriously in the debate just because they haven't seen her in 4 years. I think Gavin Newsom is a much better speaker and has a higher or longer runway for a Democrat.
Better speaking than Kamala?
Yeah, I disagree with that second part. I mean, that first part. I don't think he's a better speaker than Kamala. I think Kamala's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think Kamala's pretty good. I just think we haven't seen her enough. But if she was up there instead of Biden, I think Trump would have got fucking destroyed.
She would have called him out. She would call
She
him
would
out too.
100%. 100%.
Would that strike people to vote for her though?
No. Only thing I'm saying, I'm only disagreeing with he's a better speaker than
Gotcha.
her.
Okay,
That's
got it,
it.
got it.
The rest of the stuff, I'm with you.
I think that he would rile up the base and have people, even who on the fence, like people on the fence. I don't.
And
think
he's
that
white.
And he's white.
Yeah, of course.
The obvious, the elephant in the room. People that on the fence, I don't think they would go vote for Kamala. I think they'd just still be like, fuck it. But if Gavin Newsom was there, I think that they would go vote for him.
It's
if
crazy
were
they
on the fence.
spent the last 4 years not developing her when she was clearly second in line and could have just easily just stepped right in.
Yeah.
You know, what's the spurt like?
Are you surprised?
Are you saying that because you're a black woman?
Spike, we on the same page.
No, but
She
but,
is a black woman, even though she doesn't really identify that
Right.
way. She's a black woman. To them,
Fact.
she's a
black
negress.
woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't want her.
Yeah.
They don't really want her. They used her to
Yeah.
gain black voters.
Yep. They
That's
did.
it.
They did.
Yeah.
They don't respect
They
her.
did.
That's what I was telling my wife. I was because I was like, "What did you expect?" Like she realized or see
With the whole
the
plan.
Yes.
the world.
Yep.
Like you thought.
Yep.
You were just good, but no, you were just a pawn.
You know what this is? This is when, I can't remember if it was ASAP Rocky or whoever it was that was like, oh, Black Lives Matter is some bullshit. Until they got in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember for a fact if it was
him.
ASAP. I don't want to say for certain.
Him.
Ken says it was him. I don't remember for
Yeah.
certain. But that's what's happening right now.
Because Trump got him out.
I don't remember the
I think Trump
details.
got out.
I'm gonna go with what you're saying.
Trump did save him.
Trump
Didn't
got him out.
Get him home ASAP. I think it was ASAP.
he? Yeah, because he was locked up overseas or some shit.
Yeah.
Paris or something
Oh
like that.
yeah,
Right.
I remember that now.
I remember it, but I
Yeah.
didn't remember exact details. But I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it was ASAP that said something about how Black Lives Matter is not really.
He got called
he's
that
not
black
really
guy.
concerned
Yeah.
with it, and then he got in trouble. Then it was like, oh shit,
Yep,
this
he
is
did get called that
racist.
black. Yep.
This is what Kamala's going through right
Mm-hmm.
now. She's like, oh, we did it, Joe. They loved us, Joe. I'm a black woman and I'm representing for all, well, mostly for South Asians, but also for blacks.
Because I went
And
to Howard.
now, huh?
Because I went to Howard.
She is a fucking DEI hire.
Facts.
She's affirmative action at play.
Yes.
Which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. But the fact that she's like, damn, why y'all don't have my name? They didn't want your name to begin with. They just wanted you to inspire the Keishas, the Shaniquas. That's all they wanted.
Facts.
They want her to represent the black jobs that Trump was talking about.
Exactly. That's
I
a
missed
black
that
job.
part.
That's a black job.
Black job.
I didn't see that part.
You missed the black job.
So I missed the whole meme thing. I didn't know what it was referring to.
black job. So they were asking about immigrants, and he said that Joe just opened the border and is just letting immigrants come in and just take all the black jobs.
He did not.
He did.
Swear to God,
He
he
said
Trump,
the
bro.
immigrants came and took all the black
all the black
jobs?
jobs.
Bruh.
And that's when people like on Twitter. That's when people on Twitter were like, wait, what the fuck is a black
People were
job?
just, it was so funny. We just like
So
what?
many good memes.
It was so many good.
Now
memes out of
imagine
that.
Kamala was up there and that happened.
She would have. Yeah, that would have.
She would have said, "Oh no, boo boo,
I got him.
what?
I got him. I got him, y'all. That's
I got him, y'all.
I got him. There it is.
What you not fitting to do?"
Oh no, boo boo.
Trump was like, black people love me. I've done more for black people than any president. And then he went into
No, for the blacks.
Yeah, for the blacks.
The blacks.
The
Yeah.
blacks.
I know.
He said the blacks.
I said
I
the
know,
blacks.
bruh.
I said the blacks love me.
Bruh. Like
Come on, man.
Come on, what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
Like, what are we doing?
It's like you can't help but laugh.
I know you can't help but
you can't help but laugh.
You gotta
Or
do
cry.
that.
You either laugh or cry. Or you don't want to
Bruh, it's so crazy.
That's the thing.
Blacks love me.
Once you get past the anger, you have to just laugh at this because it's such a fucking clown show.
Oh my god!
And I saw the part where Trump was like, "Oh, America's laughing at us because they think we're a bunch of dumb people." Yes, because look at y'all too.
Y'all are giving them a lot of reason to.
Exactly. But oh my god, when I turned it back on and I saw the golf shit, I was just immediately angry again. And then when they asked him the question about abortion. I was like, finally, somewhere that
Something
Joe
real.
can fucking knock it home. There's not a lot you have to say. Just say, hey, we're gonna put Roe v. Wade back in the game. Like, that's all you gotta say, even if it's not true. That's
Right.
all you have
That's all
to
you
say.
gotta
Roe v. Wade is gone due to Trump and the people that Trump put in there. That's all Biden had to say. This motherfucker, I don't know if y'all watched
talking
this.
about Medicaid,
He
Medicare.
fucking started talking about the girl that was killed by an immigrant.
Yeah.
He forgot what he was talking about in mid-sentence. He was talking about abortion, and he said, look, there's a lot of women, like the one that got killed by the immigrant. And I was like, wait, what? He legit confused immigration for abortion. He heard shouldn't and went.
Yep.
And even the fucking moderators are like,
I'll give you another chance.
yeah.
You got 60 more
Yeah,
seconds.
you got 60
Oh
more
my
seconds if you're the
God,
president.
dude.
And what was that when Trump responded and was like, I don't know what he just
No,
said.
that was a different
Nah,
question.
that was a different.
That was funny.
I saw the response. I
Right.
saw
that
he
He
said
should have
that.
played that card more. I think he would have
Right.
gained more like people like.
And I don't
he'd
think he
be
knows
Come
what
on,
he
y'all.
said.
What are we doing?
His
man? What's
advisors,
going on
from what
right
I read, told him not to do that. They
Really?
said, don't go up there and look like a bully. They said, don't look like a bully and don't cut him off.
But he couldn't cut him off because they turned
they-
the mics
they-
off.
they-
But he didn't even
Yeah.
try, did he?
Yeah, he did a couple times.
one time,
a couple
yeah, one or two
times.
It never stopped him
Okay.
before.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They mute the mics this time.
Oh, they.
So the
okay,
person
so-
that's not speaking, they mute it.
But the camera's still on him. I believe you, but I
Yeah.
don't remember seeing him even trying to interrupt.
They showed it a couple times of him
Okay.
trying to talk, but it was very faint in the background because you couldn't. Like I said, they mute their mics when they stop talking.
The only time I remember seeing him do that is when they were arguing about golf.
Yeah.
But
not even from a bullying standpoint. And I know this doesn't fit Trump's character, but had he even tried to be more compassionate, like this is what we're doing, like this dude out here barely making it, and y'all got me up here debating with him. I think
He did
could've-
say that though.
Really?
did
Yeah,
he?
yeah. He said, well, how did he put it? He was just saying like this is ridiculous. It shouldn't even be a debate. He said that. Yeah, he said this shouldn't even be a debate right now. But that was I feel like he was implying like, look at this
Yeah,
guy.
if
You
he
know
had,
what I'm saying?
if he
Yeah.
had like been like he ain't no condition to do this, man,
Right.
and been compassionate about it, not being a
Right.
bully, not like making fun of him,
Yeah.
but just really being like, man, like he's not in any condition to do this. Like, why are we doing this? I think a lot of people would have,
Yeah.
gave
Yeah,
him some.
because he was just saying like, I mean, everything that's happened in this country the last 4 years. He's like, why is this even a debate right now?
Well, that's I don't know if that's really the same thing. Him saying like, look what's happening in the country the last 4 years. This shouldn't even be a debate.
Is it-
I don't think that's the same thing as
Yeah.
what Spike is saying.
That was
was-
one thing he said, but he kept saying that though. That was one time he said it, but that's sticking out right now. But he said it another time that looks like look, you know, it felt like this is the guy. Like
Nah, he
really-
should have said it. I'm with Spike. If he had said it, he'd have been better off. But yeah, nah, when he said, I don't even know what he said.
I'm not
at
sure
the
if
end of
he
that, and I don't even think he knows what he said
right,
because he's not
And then
lying.
his face when he said that,
right. Because I was thinking it. I was thinking it when after he said it. I'm like, and then damn, Trump just like
Called it out.
Yeah.
Called it out. I was like, oh
Yep.
man, he called him out.
He should have.
I was like, what did he say? And then he said
'Cause I ain't hear it either. Like I was like,
it was just start telling
what
off
the
at the
hell?
end.
He started telling off.
He said,
It's like when you have older like grandparents and stuff, and you talking to them, and you just like, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
all right,
just
bro.
nod and smile.
Yeah.
Right. You just have to kind of pick out the parts
Yeah.
to put it together.
I hope you got the important parts.
right.
Biden said, I don't walk as easy as I used to. I don't speak as smoothly as I used to. I don't debate as well as I used to, but I know what I do know. I know how to tell the truth. I know right from wrong, and I know how to do this job. I know how to get things done, and I know, like millions of Americans know, when you get knocked down, you get back up. I would not be running again if I did not believe with all my heart and soul that I can do this job. My question for you guys, that was actually a good statement. Do y'all think he lost votes off of this?
Yes, not necessarily people going over to Trump, but I do think people just gonna stay home now. It's like I'm not participating in this.
I see a lot of that.
dog
Like,
roll
Yep.
show.
like a lot of like, yo, what's the point?
Yep.
Like,
If y'all gonna roll him out here, it really don't matter what we think.
right. I see a lot of that. But that's a good point. Not necessarily voting for Trump, but like, damn, like,
Like I'm just gonna sit this one out. Yeah.
damn,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I think people underestimated or misunderstood why people voted for Biden in the first place. I think that they don't understand that a lot of us only voted for Biden because we didn't
Hate
want
Trump.
Trump in the fucking office. It had nothing to do with liking Biden.
Nothing to do
and
with it, bro.
and I want to be petty so bad and go back to those old Reddit posts of when we were saying that shit here, and y'all were on our ass. Support your president. Y'all are sellouts. Y'all are coons, etc., etc. Now where you motherfuckers at? And I got a couple names. I could name you motherfuckers.
You got
I'm
the
trying to be
receipts.
nice. I'm trying to be
Know what I'm
nice.
saying?
But y'all bitches owe us some fucking apologies.
Yeah.
Because y'all were like, oh, you don't know shit. You don't know nothing. Biden's not as bad as you say. Yes, he is.
Worse.
4 years later, he's only gotten worse. We saw this 4 years ago.
did.
And tried to tell y'all this motherfucker is not cut out for this job.
Nope.
He's going to die. The only thing we were wrong about is I think I said he would die in 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's been 4. He
got through the first term.
He got another year.
He got through the first time.
Definitely.
He
ain't
got another
4.
year. The motherfucker's not going to make it, B.
Right, he got
You
4.
know, he
What
ain't-
He's not going to make it to November.
Yeah, and
not.
if reelected, 85,
86.
86 when he's done.
86,
He's
they said
83
it.
now, right?
He's 81.
One.
He's 81, so he'll be 85.
He's
roughly.
81. Why do I keep thinking he's 83?
Because he
Jesus
white.
Christ.
Because Trump is 3 years. maybe.
Trump
this
like
is
what 3, 4
3
years younger? 3
younger
years
than
younger?
him.
Yeah.
So maybe that 3 number is getting.
Oh, that's what it is. That's
You
what it
know,
is. Trump is
yeah.
3 years younger.
You're
Yeah.
right.
He
At
said that
78.
too. He's like, yeah, I think he mentioned that too.
So, because I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
like
Yeah.
if he gets in, and goes the full, will he even make the full term?
No, he will die.
So
And that's the thing. It's like at this point, I'm not even clowning. Like, let this man die in peace.
Let him go
Let
somewhere,
him
yeah.
go home with
Not-
his
yes,
wife.
not running the country.
Be with his kids.
Yeah.
Let him have some peace before he dies. Why would you want him to die in the White House? And even if you let's say we're exaggerating, he's not going to die.
Yeah.
He's clearly sick. He's clearly losing it.
Senile.
You as this man's wife, why would you want him to go through this? He embarrassed himself in front of millions of people. The entire world is laughing at your husband.
Yes.
And you up, he's fine. Let's go to Waffle House. Are you serious?
Them
As
wa-
many fights as y'all see at Waffle House, you took this man
Could
in
have
there.
died in Waffle House. It would've-
I wonder how
He
they
went to the
even
wrong
secured
Waffle
that
House.
place, bro. To go to Waffle House, like what type of security did they have?
They had to clear
I
it
mean,
out.
they had a lot of security
No,
in
it was
there.
people in there.
It was?
Yeah, I saw the video. There was
thought
people
they
in there
cleared
with
it
their
out.
phones and shit like that.
Dapping
Of
them
course,
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like they have to go in advance to
Yeah, screen
set
it,
everything
yeah.
up, bro. So like, that's crazy. But
Which Waffle House did they go to?
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, they didn't specify.
I couldn't tell. But he just immediately posted, oh, we all stopped at Waffle House. And he walked in. I want a patty melt.
I wonder what he.
You don't need no
Did
patty.
they say what he ordered?
Juice.
I have no idea.
Some prune juice, apple juice.
He said juice.
That's all he drank. Juice.
Motherfucker probably ordered a
Can't even
Longhorn
eat solid
special. He didn't know
food.
where he was.
Ain't nothing in Waffle House Joe Biden can eat.
I would definitely put out. Yeah, if I'm Waffle House, I would definitely release that.
Yeah.
Come get the meal, Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
Joe
I'm
Biden
sure if we
meal.
look, we could probably find out what he ordered. But I don't even know if he ordered anything at all. I think it was just a photo op.
Just vote
Surprising.
But why
off.
he went to Waffle House? I think it's again, he's trying to appeal to black people.
It's an Atlanta staple or
Yeah.
a Southern staple.
He should have went to the varsity.
Surprised he
Yeah,
was up
for
that
Atlanta.
late.
But
Huh?
I'm surprised he was even up that late. Like to be up.
They gave him a shot.
Ah, got it.
They gave him a shot of adrenaline after he got
B12.
off stage. Because that's why Trump wanted to drug test him.
He
which
did
was
say that.
crazy
yeah.
He did say that.
for him to ask something like that.
It made
Yeah,
sense.
it made sense.
It
Y'all
made
serious?
sense.
Or
Yeah.
joking?
Yes, because
What are they giving him to make him
To make him be able to stand up and talk.
A drug test for a president? This is not a
Yes.
fight.
It don't matter.
It is a fight.
It is a fight.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is,
Physical
technically.
fight.
Yeah, man.
But it does make sense because I mean, Trump, just like the rest of us, sees the state that Joe Biden is in, and he's like, y'all have to be giving this man something.
it ain't no
For
way
him to be able to speak and behave properly, because I see videos where he's falling over, he's getting lost, he's staring up into the fucking sky. Y'all are giving him something, and I don't think he's lying. I hate Trump with every bit of me, but I don't think he's lying.
That's hilarious.
This should have been a fucking easy debate for Joe Biden. Trump lied
whole
the
time.
entire time.
Avoided questions.
The entire
and lied.
time.
I didn't sleep with a porn star is one I saw you said.
Yeah.
But he was also lying about the January 6th shit, and then he was even
he lied
implying
about the election.
how great the economy and shit was during January 6th. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
They asked him about
And he lied
accepting-
about Roe versus Wade, didn't he?
I can't remember. I'm sure he
didn't
did.
address it directly, just like with the election results. They asked him about it twice, and he avoided the question.
Oh yeah, would he accept this year's election? He's I saw he said that he would if it was legal and fair or something like that.
Okay,
which-
so then,
Well, no, even challenging the last one, they asked him about him challenging that one. He was slippery
He slipped and
slope.
went somewhere else.
and Joe Biden didn't
Joe
jump on
couldn't do
that.
nothing about. He didn't even pick up on it.
The only time Joe Biden
know
got a
what's
little
going
bit of
on.
fire and got mad was something about his son.
Son, yeah.
You're a loser. That's it.
and that's when and isn't that when Biden
Did Trump call his son a loser?
bro, remember
No.
he called him a felon? But didn't they
He said a
explain?
felon.
Didn't,
He is a
didn't-
fucking felon.
I know, but didn't Biden call him? Didn't he say the only convicted felon up here is you?
He did, but he said the only.
Got the morals
I'm
of it.
pretty sure he said something about the only loser. You're a loser.
Yeah,
he
he
definitely said something about you're
Yeah,
a
I
loser.
think
They got him
did do
fired up.
that.
They did get him
I
fired
think
up.
they did do that, but I think he went after his son for being a felon, which was stupid because you're a felon.
Right.
But something along those lines.
He
I
said
saw.
you got the morals of an alley cat.
And I didn't even know what the. I didn't know what the.
That's an old
I was
saying.
like,
My
That has to
granddad
be
used to
old
say
saying.
that.
but I didn't know what he was
really?
saying.
Yeah, my granddad used to say that.
The morals of an alley cat. What the fuck does that even mean? And why are you up here saying this?
Yes.
If your granddad, if that's a statement from your granddad,
100%.
how you gonna use that to appeal to young people?
Right. It's a bunch of malarkey.
And I wonder
Right.
how they feel.
What are we doing?
Because they don't want these. They already don't want old people. They already don't want old people in politics anyway.
Yep.
So then you got him up there and Trump, who's a liar. Like it's like if I'm looking at it, if I'm a young person, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing? So I don't know how they feeling right now.
You don't have to know dick about politics to know that this was a shit show and a bad situation.
Exactly.
Right.
You really don't. You could be the most politically ignorant person on the fucking planet and watch this and be like, oh, this is bad.
Does he lose the black supporters? That Trump lose the black supporters after this? Like some of those, do you think
No.
they taper off at all?
He didn't say anything crazier this time than anything he said
Yeah.
prior.
Yeah, but it's like a revisit to that. Like just in case you forgot, this is the guy.
But what did he say that you think would make
Right.
these tap dancing coonish black celebrities not support him?
Black people are not liking the whole black jobs thing.
I think
see
they're
a
turning
lot
into
of
a
black-
meme.
I thought
It
that
turned
was a
into a
meme.
joke more than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I don't think they're mad.
I see it, but like I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that's that big of a deal.
Yeah, I think the black people that have decided they voting for Trump, they're gonna stay. I just don't think he convincing any like black people on the fence. Like, oh man, I'm gonna go vote for Trump.
Right,
Like he ain't
yeah.
convincing nobody of that at all.
It's really the independents. Those are the ones that both sides are fighting for. Mainly Biden. Those are the ones that he need to get to his side. And so when he gets up there and he has this pathetic performance as reported and has been discussed here by y'all that watched it, it's like where people that are on the fence, people that are ignorant to politics, like Mike is talking about, when they watch this is their opportunity. So they would love to see him get up there and have the energy, the strength, the coherence to show that he can do this job another 4 years after all of the reports that have come out about how he isn't in the best shape. And then you get up there and prove it. So now it comes down to whether they decide to give him another 4 because they don't want this guy back in office because of what he did, or they abstain like you guys are saying. Some people are saying. So that's the issue.
I see why they were fighting so hard to keep that tape out that he had to testify. The Democrats don't want people to hear it.
What tape?
It was a tape where he had to
Who's the he you're talking about?
Biden.
Biden.
Biden had a tape, a recording where he had to testify about something. And then the doctor came out and said he's a well-meaning elderly
Oh
man.
yeah, I remember that.
And the Republicans like, nah, we want to hear that. And we want to hear that, and Congress is blocking them from hearing it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them are now saying that it was just his stutter. I mean, I follow like some Democratic accounts on IG just for shits and giggles, and yeah, they're just like, oh, it's just his stutter. Y'all are over exaggerating how bad this was.
Oh,
He
really?
just has a stutter. That motherfucker wasn't. The only thing stuttering was his brain.
Yes.
His brain was going on and off
had the
over and
hiccups.
over again. It's not a speech impediment.
It's
This
not.
man completely changed topics in the middle of a sentence. I have a couple of friends who have very strong stutters. I've never not understood what they were saying or trying to say.
Yeah.
Give them a minute, they get it out. You gave Biden plenty of minutes. He never got it out.
Biden did have a stuttering problem, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biden had a stuttering problem, and he used to be a really good debater.
Yeah, that's-
and even then he had a stuttering problem, but he was good.
That's smart to go to that
Nah, it ain't.
because it's attached to him, you know.
Nah, it ain't. People, they need to stop treating people like they're stupid.
that's the
I know, but
They
there
have
are
to stop.
stupid people out there that'll believe it, and I think there are some people who are like, oh, that's just how old people talk.
Then why ain't Trump talking like that?
Right.
They have to stop lying to
Yeah.
people. That's the problem with the Democratic Party. They've been lying, and they've been treating all of us like we're fucking stupid.
And in their minds, they may think Trump in 3 years may talk like that.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter in 3 years.
I know,
it matters
but I'm
right
just
now.
saying, the reason why the justification is like, well, you know, he's 3 years older than Trump. Trump ain't got there yet. Give it some time.
Y'all think Trump getting back in office?
I have no idea.
I don't know, B.
Think it's still split down the middle? You think? I don't know. I think he
got a feeling. I still got an inkling of a feeling that Biden is going to find a way to pull it out.
If he was able to
know.
fucking see, this also just shows me that Trump is lying about all of this election fraud shit. Because if he really thinks that the Democrats can pull off election fraud, why would he think that they can just do it again? So this is our ploy and our plea and our ploy. Democrats, if you know how to do election fraud, please do it again.
Right.
Please do it again. And then start building somebody that's worth the shit up. Because I still think the absolute best thing for this country, the best thing that could happen is both of them perish. Both of them get into an Uber. And it's one of them self-driving joints.
Yeah.
One of them Elon Musk self-driving joints. And it goes into a wall. That's the best thing that could possibly happen for this country. I'm not wishing it on anybody's Secret Service. I'm just saying if it happened to happen, I think America would be a lot better off.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, the rest of them scared to agree, Spike.
I agree.
I said hopefully so.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
I said hopefully so, bro.
Get that Elon Musk special, bro.
That's all we need, bro. That's all we fucking need.
Put him in a
Jesus
Boeing
Christ.
plane and just send him up to space.